Hi friends, I'm Shauna. Welcome to the channel and welcome into another Project Pan update. We love a Project Pan update. Here, I'm excited to bring you one. I also have so much energy, but I think that is because I have like coffee number 4 here. It's like 11 a.m. But also, I guess I don't want to say in my defense. In my defense, this is half calf and this is a smaller mug than normal. This is the mug I used to drink my coffee out of all the time in university. Just felt fitting, although it's not super fall vibey. The fall mug will come out shortly. Okay, coffee aside, I want to get into updating. I'm excited about the update and to chat progress with you. Oh, before we get into it, I love it if you would subscribe. I currently have 3 project pans going on this channel, and we'll be getting a project pan update about every 2 weeks until the end of the year. If you love project panning content, this is probably the channel for you right now. Number 2 is that if you are as excited about fall as I am, I have a fall playlist which contains every fall themed video I've ever made on this channel. Well, in the 2 years that I've had this channel. So if you want fall content right now, that's there for you. Now let's get into the video. Product number 1. I thought I could finish this, but I didn't. This is the Infallible Matte Lock Primer. And I was here last month and now I'm here. In August, I did wear a lot of makeup. I would say similar amount to July. And even that was more than normal. I wore makeup about 15 times this month. And that 1 week had a lot to do with it. I wore makeup, I think 6 days in a row. I was there for 8 days. I think I wore makeup 6 days. And I thought that all that makeup wearing would mean I could finish this. We are close. We are super, super close. I think this will be finished by next weekend, or not next weekend, next update. I do think as well there's a lot of air in here. I've been trying to get it out, but not super successfully. So I think we could do it. I don't think it's going to take a full month's worth of use to finish it, but mark my words, it's going to be gone next time. The next couple things are foundations, and I also thought I could finish this one. This is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB. We were here last month and now we're here. This is also a product where I think that there's just a lot of air and I think there's just a couple of uses left. I really thought this one would be out, but unfortunately not. I wore this so much. I wore this, I think, every single time I did my makeup. I can't remember a time where I didn't. And the tallies are showing a similar thing. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that I used it at least the same amount as last time and I had, this much progress. Maybe I just got a lot of air out in this update. Either way, I think this is going to go next month too. And I just think it's impeccable timing because, we're finishing up summer and the summer tan will be fading. And this is kind of a dark product, at least for my non-tan skin. Next up is my Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. We have a very similar update. Well, last month we were here and now we're here, and there's a very similar update between the previous update and this one. So I'm actually thinking by November we could have this out. And once I finish this one, I think I'll be able to use a little bit more of this and then just mix this one in with my Fenty foundation. I think that will be the combo once this guy is gone. So I'll be using more of this. However, even with that, I do think if I continue at the rate I'm going, I think it'll still go by the end of the year. And if that's the case, then I think I'll be able to finish 3 foundations before the end of the year. I don't think I finished any so far this year. I probably have. I'm probably forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. But to finish 3 by the end of the year, or 3 more, would just be great. And they're all kind of at the 50% mark or less. The Fenty foundation is really getting down there. I would love that a lot. I didn't roll in a powder last update because I was really trying to finish my next one, and that was the focus. Now I just have 1 pressed powder, and then I have a couple of loose ones, and there's a loose one in another project. So there's no powders to update you on. But I do have a bronzer. This one I didn't use a ton because I didn't bring it with me for the 8 days that I was away. But I do think that there's still a lot of progress to show. Look at this. We are we have a huge, like there's a huge big pan there. The product is kind of thick right at this end portion here, and it was much thinner in the center, so it did go faster. We have a really big pan in there, and it actually is much more loosely pressed than it was before I repressed it. And the only reason why I repressed it is because the whole thing shattered. So I think it is going quicker because of that as well. So I don't think we'll finish it next month, maybe the month after that. So maybe November. I've been working on this since the beginning of the year, like since January. And I think I said about 9 months. It's going to take longer because 9 months would be September, which is what we're in now. So I think it's going to take probably to October or November to finish this thing, which I feel like a broken record, but I just need to say it. This mini free product gave me almost, we'll say 10, 11 months worth of bronzer. I don't know how people can use bronzer up so quickly. I can't, but that's cool. That's fine. Naris Laguna is just okay. It's a fine bronzer. I think it's overrated, or maybe it was once hyped and I don't really hear people talking about it much anymore. So maybe everybody agrees with me. I don't know. But it's been fine to use. Like, no real complaints, except maybe it's a little orangey. But it's fine. It's working. We're moving on. Obligatory mention of my eyeliner. Will this be used up by the end of the year? I don't know. I'm enjoying it still, so I can't show you progress. We're just going to mention that real quick. On to the lip products. We're going to start with the Fenty lip gloss. Last month I was there, now we're here. This is the kind of progress I'm talking about. The kind of progress that I'm more used to with lip products. I did wear this a lot when I was traveling, but also around the house, and I've been good about putting it in my purse and taking it out, although I did lose it. I always feel like a couple times a year I just lose lip products and I'm like, I don't know where they went. I think I lost a lip product at the end of last year and I still haven't found it. I was fully prepared to come to this video to be like, I can't find it because I was looking everywhere, and I eventually found it. It was like bunched up in a receipt. So now we have the update. I think this will still be able to go strong for the rest of the year. I love this last spring, and I kind of had to build up in my mind as a spring lip gloss, which it is fine. It works for that. But when I think about the other lip glosses that I have, save for the other Fenty lip gloss in the darker shade, this one I think is the most fitting for fall, because the other ones I have are much more pinky. No, the Tower 28, the brown lip gloss, that one too works for fall. So I have two that feel kind of fall, or at least this one feels more fall than compared to the other lip glosses that I own, which are, as I said, much more pink and also light. So I think this will continue to go strong in fall, and I won't have a hard time reaching for it. If I had a lighter shade, I think I would have a hard time reaching for it in fall, but not the case. I'm still really enjoying the formula. She's going to get there. But I guess, will she get there by the end of the year? I hope so. The MAC lipstick. I wasn't sure how this was going to go because I typically, so when it comes to tallies, I'm really good about telling everything except for lipsticks. I don't even bother telling my lipstick wears for the most part, except for the 100 Uses Project Pan. Because I'll just like casually reapply throughout the day, or if I'm out and I throw it in my bag and I forget that I reapplied. That happens a lot. I did wear this, when I was traveling and when I was home, but I wasn't sure how the update was going to go because it didn't feel like a lot in my mind. But look at this. That is a big jump from the first intro to now. Like, this is a really respectable use, especially for me. I am wearing it today with a little gloss. I think it looks cute. It feels very fall. This lip combo feels like the grungy fall lip without being too grungy. It's just kind of mauve, and it works. I think it works with this eye look. I am really pleased with that progress, and as we get more into fall, I think I'll continue to use it more. One of the things that I noticed about wearing it now in the summer is that I do have a bit more of a tan than I would have in the fall time, but I noticed that it's darker than Sugar, and Sugar would be too light for right now. and this one is great. But because I really am looking for that kind of grungy aesthetic in the fall, I think it'll just, for me, look a little bit grungier over time, and therefore I think I'll wear it more. So I'm excited. Lastly, for lip products is the lip liner. I wore this 5 times, and I did sharpen it today because I went heavy on the lip liner. I'll just have to like compare because we're not on the card just yet. I think we can get on the card for next month. I think we can do it. I have been enjoying like a full coloring in my lip with this. I do like this, and then a gloss on top, like the Fenty gloss. That's a look I hope to wear more often. And I do just want to remind you, the fact that I used this 5 times actually is really great, considering that I have another lip liner in a different project pan. So I'm wearing lip liner now most times to do my makeup. Although like when I see my partner, I don't tend to wear lip products. So that would be the only times I don't wear them, or you're just doing like a light makeup day. So I'm proud of that. I'm happy with that. If you wear lip liner, how long does it take you to wear one or finish one? Please let me know in the comments, because I feel like I'm slow, but I also don't really know how long it takes other people to use lip liners. I actually don't see them often in project pans, to be honest. So let me know your experience in the comments, please. The last makeup thing is my Hourglass palette, and we are expanding this pan. I think we can finish it by the end of the year. Overall, I've been using this palette less because I have been really enjoying Opal, and I really want to use Opal and enjoy Opal as I am experiencing summer. It'll be too dark for me just a little bit, and it's just such a summer highlighter for me. I mean, if I can enjoy it in the fall, like I sure as heck will. I am only saying that to say I'm using Opal way more, and therefore this one less. And as I've been using Opal more, I've come to really appreciate that stronger highlighting look, which maybe that just feels particularly summer for me, because I don't feel like highlight is a fall winter thing. It just feels much more summer, maybe spring, summer. So I think in time I'll continue to use this more. I would like to finish the highlighter by the end of the year. I think it's possible. We still have 4 months to go, so I think that I can do it. And using Opal less will help use this more. But if it does take longer than the year, then I would like to stick it out. Like I want to finish it. So that's it for the makeup. Let's now get into the other handful of products before we close out the video. Let's talk about this Core Organic sleeping mask. We were here last month, and now we're here. Just a little small update. I think I used this twice. I have a lot of skincare going in projects right now. Like I have an oil, I have a second mask. If I wear this, then I'm not going to wear my oil, or if I wear my moisturizer, then I'm not going to wear this. Like there's a lot going on, which I'm fine with that, because as I've said multiple times, I don't love this mask, and this one, I think it is what it is. Like I would just like to finish this by the end of the year. So using it 2 to 4 times every month is great for me. I have a little bit of use, and I've been leaving it on my nightstand to remind myself to use it. It did work for a while, and then the last week and a half, it kind of became white noise. I didn't see it, even though it was staring me right in the face. But we're going to keep going with this guy. Slow and steady, but I'm cool with that. The next skincare thing was a roll-in last month, new last month. We were here last month, and now we're here. This is the niacinamide serum, and this is a respectable usage. However, I actually thought that it would be farther along because I am using it most mornings. Didn't travel with it, so that makes sense why it didn't get the use that I would have otherwise. Like that's a full, I guess, quarter of the month that I didn't use it. So maybe I would definitely be farther along, but I just feel like I don't know, I was expecting a bigger difference just given the amount that I've used it. And if I continue on this route, I don't think I'll finish this by the end of the year, but I'm going to keep going, going to keep plugging away, and hopefully I can finish it, maybe using it truly every day, or let's say like 25 days out of the month. it'll go faster. I don't think I would layer it with my nighttime skincare routine. I'll just keep this in the morning and that'll be that. A little bit disappointing, but I'll cross my fingers for a bigger jump next month. Last up is my heat protectant spray. Guys, the jump on this is really big. Last month we were here, now we were here. Guys, this has to go next month. It just does. I'm just so proud of that update. That's a really big jump. I used this yesterday when I took a shower and I felt like I had to go at it. Like I was aggressively trying to spray it, but I was like spraying and spraying and spraying and nothing was coming out. So I thought that we were just near the bottom. And while that is a great update, I just thought it would be a little bit less. But we can do it for next month. We can. And then this one has been in since the top of the year. So this will be great to get this long-term product out. I'm excited for that. So that is the update. What I think will go for next month. Next month's predictions. I think these two feel like gimmies, but I guess you never know. And then I also think we can finish this guy. So I think we can have 3 out for next month, which would be really great. I know there's no rollouts this time, but there's a lot of great use and progress. And as I always say, you need months like these to set the foundation so you can have those really great months in the future. And I also think that as we get closer to the end of the year and as more of these long-term products finish up, we'll just have better and better progress. So that's everything for me today. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. I would love it if you would subscribe to catch more Project Panty content and fall content over here. Thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you. And I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.